Irish people fought hard for their faith. They fought against each other for their faith. Yes, so it has been a very important, I think, part of our Irish people's lives. When you stand before Jesus, will he say to you, Jennifer, well done, good and faithful servant, or Jennifer, why did you persecute me? My suggestion is that people don't go to Mass, and that the powers that be in the church notice that the pews are empty, and that maybe there are not so many women in the church, though men have said they would like to support us as well. And maybe it'll make them listen. Perhaps they will hear that women feel they are second-class citizens in the Catholic Church. I discussed it with a friend of mine who's a priest, and he said, go for it, girl, go for it, you know. Because I think priests who would like to see change in the church as well, not all of them, but certainly some of the ones I know would like to see change. And I think they have very difficult lives now, overworked, on their own, very responsible, and a dwindling and aging cohort. There are so many women out there who would love to be ordained, and there's lots of other women who just feel they do not get, they're not as equal as men. And because the church is run by men, of course we're not equal. Who's that one? That's from somebody in Kilmallock, County Limerick. Thank you for giving us a voice on September the 26th. Oh, the cards are just absolutely brilliant. Friend of mine from CMAC days. Well, you have found your new project. Well done. You are so right. We have all been let down by the church, and most of us protest alone. Hope you get a great response. I see the church as a great, forget about the actual religion side, I see it as a great instrument for good, if it's really working. But in lots of places it seems to have forgotten the original message, that rules and regulations have become more important than the original message of Christianity, which was love, community, look after your neighbours, look after the widows and orphans, be happy. It's a very, very slim file compared with the other file. This was a pretty horrible one. It is clear to me that Satan has entered the Catholic Church and he must be eradicated. If your protest of people staying away from church goes ahead, it will be the work of Satan underlined. Somebody rang me up at the beginning and said, is this just for Cork or is it for the whole of Ireland? And I said, well, I think it's spread a bit further than even Ireland now. Well, I hope the church will listen. I hope the church will hear. I hope they will recognise that the women want to be recognised as equal in the church, well, treated the same as men. In Jesus' time, he seemed to surround himself with women. But I think now, that, I don't know, is the church afraid?